Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you in the past may have been in a relationship. For others of you, this could be a current relationship. For a small portion of you, this could be a situationship that you find yourselves in. Wow. And for a tiny portion of you, you may be in a connection with someone and you realize there's a whole lot of energy there, but no one's really speaking up. Yep. No one's speaking up. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of opinions and there's so much distance between the both of you because of the way you both think. Or the way one of you thinks, at least. It's just too much for the other to handle. Wouldn't that be... Oh, it's pretty interesting. Okay, so this is my hand. Fiery hot. Anger and rage. Wouldn't it be interesting, I was about to say. And something else fell down, so let's have a look here. Let me finish my thought. Wouldn't it be interesting if, as humans, we didn't have opinions? We didn't have beliefs. How easy it would be for all of us just to be together, no? I think even ants have opinions. Somebody might want to, or one may want to grab hold of one part of the leaf, why the other feels that the other is a better side. So they have their own opinions. I'm seeing ants right now and a green leaf. Yeah, so I'm feeling that this reading, it really has a lot to do with both of you, or at least one of your opinions. It's so intense that it has actually caused a conflict in your connection. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. 1 second. One of the cards. Yes. Sexual frustration. Make up bleep. You know the S word. Makeup. That's what's going on here. Ah, boy, oh boy. I hear someone saying rough writing. Okay. So, first of all, for those of you who are new, my method of reading is slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I have certain reasons for that. Starting with the first card, we have here beliefs followed by doubt, boundaries, illusion, surrender, death and rebirth, awakening, anger and rage, sexuality. Then we have centering under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. So in this deck, many of you know, I don't read it the way it's supposed to be interpreted as the original book comes along with it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, or rather 5.5 cards, that are kind of on the dark side, dark and dreary. Very heavy emotions, heavy feelings. Because of the intensity of these cards, you, Pisces, may also be feeling this. It might not just be cross-watcher. Okay. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Pisces, why can't you think like me? Why can't you see things from my perspective? Now I realize that I've been doing the same to you. I have not been seeing things from your eyes, in your shoes, from your lens, from your perspective. I have not. But I was born up born and brought up in a very different way, and so were you. My thoughts, my mindset, my beliefs, my rituals, my customs, they're so different than yours. And somehow, we're supposed to make it together. I do want you. I do love you, and I do desire you passionately. But why is it that certain things get in the way? How can I overcome that? How can I ever let go of that? That's a part of who I am. It's a part of who I've always been. I have doubts. Doubts that maybe nothing will work out in this relationship. Maybe things are not supposed to. I have doubts. Not only that, but I feel now that in this connection, you and I are in a situation where we should think about this. Should I stay or should I go? This doubt that exists, it only exists because of the beliefs. Because of the way that I think versus how you think. My mindset versus your mindset. It's all because of us. And now there are boundaries. Yes, I've put up boundaries because I doubt that anything in this connection, I just doubt it'll work out. There's so much that has gone on between us, and it's above and beyond. It's a little too much now. There are certain things that have happened, and I feel that things could have been better. Things could have been different. But things have gotten pretty messed up. I feel that in this connection, I have to hide. Hide behind a veil. Hide behind a false mask. Hiding what? Hiding the fact that I am angry and frustrated. Sometimes I'm angry at you, sometimes I'm angry at myself, and mainly I'm just angry at the situation that we've gotten ourselves into because you are so damn hot and sexy, and I want you, and I obsess about you. I can't stop thinking about you, and yet, damn, there's all these differences, all these opinions. I hide because I'm embarrassed. I hide because this is an illusion. I don't want to show you how I truly feel. It makes me stronger. It makes me feel stronger, and it brings me up to this level. If I create boundaries, if I hide behind a false mask, I feel comfortable. Because if I actually approached you, and if I actually talked to you and opened up to you, I would feel uncomfortable. And that's a problem. This feeling of comfort, it's a nice feeling, isn't it? I haven't felt it in a while. And I know you haven't either. But I want to have you in my arms. And I want the world to just leave us alone. I don't care anymore. I don't want them anymore. I want you. And it breaks my heart that I feel torn apart. I feel torn apart. I want to make my people happy. I want to make you happy. And I want everybody to be happy, but that's not going to happen, is it? I'm sorry. I have surrendered to you. My mind, my heart, my body. I belong to you, my love. Everything that you and I have gone through, it was beautiful, and it could have been more beautiful. But where did it go? Where did it just fade? I can't take back the things that I've said and done, I know. But why is it because of the way we think, because of our beliefs, we should stay away from each other for the rest of our lives? Is that the way it's going to be? I will follow you if you lead, because now I feel that I belong to you and you belong to me. I want to restart in this connection. I want a second chance with you. I need it. I want it. Everything that happened before was very rough terrain, rocky. But now moving forward, I have plans. Everything is going to be smooth sailing. I don't want whatever happened back then to repeat. Nothing is going to repeat. I want you and I to have a fresh start, a new start. This is truly what I feel on the inside, but I know you're unable to see this because the boundaries are up. The distance between us. The fact that I'm acting emotionally distant. But that's what makes me feel safe, because I'm scared. I have come to this emotional awakening. I've realized now, and I'm starting to see things. Yes, I'm starting to see things from your perspective, from your angle. I've put myself into your shoes and seeing things from your lens for once in my life. I understand where you're coming from. Before I didn't. Before things were different. And am I angry at myself for wasting our lives? Absolutely yes. I'm very upset. I'm agitated, annoyed, enraged at what the hell am I thinking? Really? Is ego and pride in love really that important? Is stubbornness really that important? Or is being together, being happy, working like a team, building an empire together, is that important? What is important? I feel that I want and I need to be with you. I have missed you and I love you. And I don't care. I don't care what the world says anymore. You are someone who I feel grounded with. I feel if there is a God, that God made you for me, and I'm here for you. We make a great team if we really try. We could try. It's like we're the yin and the yang. If I'm the moon, you are the sun, and we come and go and dance in perfect harmony, but I can always rely on you that you're going to be there the next day. You're always going to be there. That's how much trust and faith I have in you and how much I have in this love. But it seems difficult to express it. It is very difficult for me to show it because of the feeling of awkwardness, the insecurities that I have. Even if I was to come back and let's say we are together again, I don't want to go through those scenarios that I told you so. Well, when you did this in the past, I really don't want to bring up the past anymore. Because the past is what has actually broken us apart. Traditions, customs, all that stuff, all the mindsets that we've had, the things that we've been born and brought up with, the things that I went through, the society, my family, my friends. I can't let other people get in the way anymore. And neither should you. Pisces. Buddy, what the hell just happened? Oh my God, you made me cry. Oh my God, that was insane. It was so intense. I could feel it was romantic. It was love. This is a very intense connect. Oh my God, like I don't think I've done many readings online where I felt this much emotion. It was weird. But this is what's happening. You guys are, honestly, you guys are meant to be together, but The beliefs card, first card is the strongest card. That's the way I read. And the first card that you have really talks about differences between the both of you. This is opinions. This is differences. This could be list, caste, creed, religion, color, race, ethnic background. Somebody's too rich. Somebody may not be too rich. What the parents think, what the friends think, what society thinks, what tradition is like. Those sort of things are causing a problem in this connection. Your person of interest, they have a lot of passion for you. There's a lot of lust, but there's a lot of love too. Both of you, cross-watcher, Pisces, you're going to have to think about this. What's really important? Sometimes, based on where you come from, your society, sometimes you do have to listen to others. Otherwise, your life is going to be a living hell. Sometimes people just don't care anymore. They live on their own. And that's okay too. But do you also want to boycott everybody? Sometimes you can do that, and eventually, 5-10 years down the road, people get used to it. And then they realize, you know what, this really wasn't a big deal in the first place. But what do you want to do? Do you want to have other people and other customs, other situations, other people's opinions, rumors, slander? Do you want that to govern your life? Because that's what's happening here. People are talking, gossiping, there's rumors. Is this what you want? No, you don't. So do something about it. Pisces, right now you can't. You could stay put, do what you're doing, keep at it. Crosswatcher, you're the one who's going to have to do something here because you're the one who's had this block up. Look at this block. How is this helpful? It's not helpful. It's a very strong connection, and it deserves what we have here, the second chance. It deserves a second chance. Death of the old, rebirth of the new. Okay? It's perfectly fine. Do what you guys want. Do what you feel is safe and healthy for you. But don't let petty arguments and stuff like that get in the way, because there's so many bigger things in life that happen, right? God forbid somebody can fall sick and life just changes within a heartbeat. It changes. Priorities change. Life changes. Routines change. Everything changes. You have to think about it that way. You have to value what you have right now. Because if you don't, that means you're also taking it for granted. All right. Let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot. Oopsie daisy, it just jumped right out. Okay. Fertility. There you go. Power. Couldn't miss you, you little SOB, right? Couldn't miss you, could we? Power. Of course, there's other people involved, and they are putting us under their thumb. Yes, we are the little tiny ant under their thumb. Boy. Don't be that ant. Be the clever ant that finds another burrow and weasel its way through somewhere else. And those people are caught on the other side, and they're wondering, where did the ant go? Be that person who's a little clever and try to do something with the situation. You'll see what I'm talking about. This is a really intense situation. We have fertility and we have power. Somebody has power over someone's growth and prosperity. Basically, that's what it comes down to. Remember the beliefs card? Huge. Yep. This connection is all about somebody being under the rule of someone else. Fertility. So, firstly, for those of you who are new, what is this deck all about? I like to read this deck to get a better understanding as to what happened in the past. So with this deck, I go a little bit into the past. The first set of cards that you saw that I started sobbing over, that one is the present state. Okay, so that's the current state of things that this person feels. We also have here with these a better understanding as to what was going on in your person's mind. What were the things that they wanted to tell you, but they probably didn't back then? So things were going great. Things were excelling. They were just wonderfully going up, and all of a sudden, poof, just went down. what happened. This is for those of you that would like some closure. This person has faded. This person has ghosted you. And you wonder what happened. So this is for those of you that have gone through that. You kind of want a bit of answers that you never received, because clearly Crosswatcher has boundaries up and illusion. So they're not really wanting to tell you the whole truth. One of the reasons why, Pisces, they're not telling you the whole truth in this situation, that means they're embarrassed, actually. They're quite embarrassed to be in such an old-fashioned kind of traditional sense situation, and they can't break free from it. Let's have a look at fertility. And I do read this in the reverse. We have here deprivation or sterility, feeling the lack of material resources and limitations that overwhelm. Aha, there's your answer right there. Pisces, your person of interest at that time in the past was unable to dedicate themselves to you because they felt deprived. They felt they were not good enough. They felt intimidated. Because the feeling of lack of material resources, they didn't even have a place for you to stay and live properly. They couldn't provide for you properly. Did you need them to provide? Maybe you didn't. But from their point of view, they want to be that person who can be there for you one day, God forbid if you're sick. They can take care of you. They can provide for you materialistically. They can pay for the bills. They felt that there was a lack of these materialistic resources. That's the problem. And they had limitations. They were limited by what they could do. Why? Because somebody's putting the limits on them. And these were limitations that really overwhelmed them. They felt caged, stuck. Here I have, why am I getting that? I'm getting stuck in a brewery. Let's not get stuck in a brewery. Hey, maybe somebody here likes beer. Let's not drink too much. We have here power. This is crazy. This person was at the time oppressed by another person's power and authority. And for that reason, your person of interest did not feel secure anymore. They felt very insecure. And the behavior towards you and towards people was very passive-aggressive. They tried, but it didn't work. They tried to use power to manipulate others for their personal gain, but it kind of backfired on them. Whoever they were with, in terms of that individual who's powerful and authoritative, they thought that they could make them the fool. They could play that, but no, they were not playing the fool. The fool was being played here by the person who's empowered. So this could be, for example, right? For example, somebody who has maybe lost their job. They've moved back in with the parents. Okay? Doesn't have to be parents, could be friends, relatives, anybody. Even sleeping in an auto body shop, okay? Because they don't have a place to stay. Sleeping like that, but being in that place, but under the rule of somebody else. So this person had to follow rules. They did have limitations. They did not have the money or the means to be with you and to break free from the rule that they are under. Some of you may be in a relationship here where this person might be having a partner. Maybe there's a spouse. And so they cannot release themselves from the power of the spouse because they have a big hold on this person, a very strong hold. And it's hard for them to let go. It's hard for them to be themselves, to be separate from that. They cannot. Because if they do, they have nothing else they can rely on. So your person of interest is in, or was, and they probably still are. They were in a situation, yeah, they still are. Because you had the beliefs card, they're still stuck in the situation. Wow. Oh my God. Time to move on. Crosswatcher. How long is this going to last for? A few months, years, decades? And then what? What? Seriously? What's going to happen? Is it always going to be like this? I don't get it. I don't get it. You have to break free from this kind of stuff, okay? This is a cycle that needs to be broken because you're not supposed to be living like this. When we do not follow what our heart wants, if it's not logical, sure, I understand that part, but When we live in misery, when we live in sorrow, suffering, we attract negative energies. These are jinns, demons, evil spirits. All these negative energies, they get latched onto you, and you are a magnet. Prime magnet. Let's not be that magnet. I have packages that help you remove negative energies from your home, around your aura, and inside of your body, which is your chakra center. So have a look at that too. It's a chakra checkup package. The other one is called the Holy Light package. Okay. This is a very intense reading. I don't think I've really done much for Pisces in terms of the intensity. This is just way beyond everything. So first card's the strongest. Why wouldn't it be? 10 of Cups. Of course. 10 of Cups. This is what this person wants. We know that. They have a huge and strong desire, absolute love, peace, harmony, happily ever after type connection. This is what they want. So I'm here looking at the Beginner's Tarot. And what I like to do with this deck, I like to have a look at any actions, any plans, any intentions that your person of interest may have towards you. Oh my God. Wow. Somebody here has to bend. Somebody here has to be like, yes, your wish is my command, sir. Totally up to you if you want to do that. There's no harm. But like I said, ego and pride, stubbornness, they have no footing in a relationship like this. It's why are they here? Why is ego here? Why is pride here? And it can't be, because that's not what love is. Love is selfless. You're there for each other. And you're there to build each other's dreams up. That's what real love is. Not to tear it down, and not to make one's more important than the other, but to equally have an equal balance, give and take. First card's the strongest. You have a beautiful card here, the 10 of Cups. Your person of interest here is absolutely in love with you. They want to have peace and harmony with you, happily ever after. The type of connection they really want here is one where the both of you are together. You have a beautiful home. Remember that sense of security and stability, materialistic resources. They don't feel that they have enough to give to you. But here, this is the dream. This is the ambition. This is the intention. And this also is the plan. They want to be with you. And what I'm seeing, Pisces, you might not like this, but they want to bring you into their world. Okay? They want to bring you into their world. And, wow. Oh my heavens, how is this? Okay, what I'm seeing is a vision. It's a water world. It's a world full of water. It's underground in the ocean. And somebody is wearing, you know how they used to have those really old, I don't know, iron or steel kind of scuba diving outfits back in the day, like in the 20s or 1910s or something like that. I don't even know if that existed back then. But it was like metal. You know that big metal part that goes on the head, and then you have a little glass in the front. And then you have the whole bodysuit, but very chunky, very big. That is what I'm seeing. One of the old-fashioned ones. This could be somebody from your past life, of course. It could be, because you also have here the star, and the fact that I'm seeing a vision like this, which is very old. What I'm seeing, let me tell you, is this person entering your world, but also keeping up a little bit of their boundaries and a little bit of their guard. Okay? Now, what I'm seeing your world, what I'm trying to say is I see you, Pisces, getting into this person's world, which is like this water world, and you are wearing this gear as you go in. So are you in their world? Yes, you are. Are you adapting and being like them? 90% yes. The rest of it, you're keeping your boundaries because you haven't completely immersed yourself, have you? You haven't taken off that suit. So, yeah, you guys can be together, but there will always be a part of your personality that is never going to change because it's a part of who you are. If you change that, you will not be able to adapt because that is not you. So you do have to be careful regarding the decisions that you're going to make here. I see that vision, and I see it because somebody here wants to adjust, but even after they adjust, they emotionally, spiritually, physically might not be able to. There's one of those that might not fit. But you never know till you don't try, okay? Or not don't try. You never know until you try. So please do try. There's no harm in taking up opportunities. We have here the 10 of Cups, wanting a good home, wanting a family. Now, family doesn't have to be kids. Family here could be pets. It could be plants. It could be anything that requires or needs any type of growth, having that prosperity, having that hope and joy. That is what this is all about. And looking forward to a future together with the famous old words, happily ever after. That's what this person actually wants. And it's the first card. It's the strongest. Then we have here the 3 of Cups. A reconciliation, a reunion, a union. Your person of interest really has wanted to be with you for a while, and they want to either be with you together or separately. Together with other people or separately. But they do want to be with you. They do want to have a reconciliation, and they want to celebrate something. For a small portion of you, the 3 of Cups may also indicate other parties in the situation here, like a third party type situation. Then we also have the Star card. Your person of interest here really likes. They like to admire you. That's actually that's like a pastime. They actually like just kind of staring at you, thinking about you, daydreaming about you, because they admire you a lot. Some of you in your own rights, you may be famous, you may be really good at what you do, your craft is really good, but they also have this beautiful feeling that someday, some way, we are going to meet again. This person's going to be mine. This is my person because I belong to this person. This person belongs to me, and only the universe knows this. Only God can change it. We also have here the Emperor. Talk about stubbornness, ego, pride. Hello, hi. So, what are you going to do? We have here the Hierophant, not the Hierophant. Sorry, we have the Emperor. With the Emperor, well, the Hierophant also, maybe I said that for a reason because I did see it in my mind's eye. The Hierophant is somebody that wants things to be done the traditional way, but they also want you to be respected. So that does kind of go with this right now. Here we also have the Emperor. The Emperor is someone who wants things their way, but they do want to provide. They want to be, they are very dedicated to you. And they want to provide you everything that is needed in life. One of the not so great things is this also has an attitude. This person may be having an attitude of, it's my way or the highway. But please understand the reason why they're doing this is because whatever they're doing, they think is right. From their point of view, they're not doing it because it's wrong. They don't want you to do anything that they think is wrong. They just think it's right because that's all they've ever seen and all they've ever experienced. So when you see this person trying to reach out to you, because I do see that they are, definitely, they may try to convince you to see things their way. The only issue is that there may be other people involved here. I'm seeing somebody that may want to be in a relationship, but they have to have their parents living with them. I'm seeing somebody here needing to live with someone. And you know what? If that's a problem, come on. How easy is it to find people these days? It's very difficult, right? Some people here might need to learn how to adjust. Need to learn. Yeah. Need to learn how to adjust. So with this card, it sometimes talks about my way or the highway. This card also, to me, talks about this person will love you the way that they know how to love, but they may not love you the way that you want to be loved. So keep that in mind. Their way of loving is kind of different, but everybody has a different way of loving. Then we have the overall arching theme. 4 of Pentacles. They are really holding on to their beliefs. My God. They're holding on to their beliefs. They're holding on to the way they think. There's a bit of ego, a little bit of pride, a little bit of stubbornness. But they're also holding on to you along with that. As stubborn as they are, they're really stubborn. They don't want to let you go either. They really do love you. They love you a lot from their heart. The only problem here, this entire reading, Pisces, that there are other influences that may be causing this beautiful picture to become blurry, okay? You just need it to be a little bit more focused. By doing that, you need to do a little bit of work on it, you and Crosswatcher. So, see what you can do with this beautiful painting, okay? I do see here potential. You have absolutely beautiful cards. The only issue is somebody here may be a little more dominating than the other person, maybe even come off as a narcissist. There's different levels and variation of that. But what I do see is somebody here may be wanting to be the lead and the other is to follow. For some people, that's not a problem. For others, it is. So think about it twice. It's not necessary that you end up getting close or becoming one's partner simply because you feel that they love you that much. You also have to love them too. Sometimes people get into relationships simply because the person loves them so much. That's not sometimes enough. It also has to be other aspects. Do they appreciate you? Do they believe in what you believe in? And sometimes if they do, that's great. Sometimes if they don't, then that shouldn't be a topic that comes up all the time. Here, I still see a problem even if you both get together. Your person of interest still has a big set of beliefs and their standards. It doesn't mean that they don't love you. I'm getting, if they loved me, then they would let all that go. Nope. That doesn't work in the practical world. That's just fantasy. People will not let go of who they are. That is their blood. That is their relationship with their family. That is their society. Those are the people, the backup people. If there's ever a problem, they're the people that back them up. People do not leave unless you have a very bad relationship with everybody else and you just both run away. That's not always the best option either. But it is very difficult to change people because what they feel is what they feel because that's what makes them comfortable. Let's have a look what the angels have to say about this one. Okay, I have here Archangel Answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. And no need to worry. Then we have compromise, followed by be assertive. Be assertive. You also have a star. I had it underneath, but it just kind of like went right on top of be assertive. Very special one right there. Also, you need to understand, okay? When we're in relationships, and as love grows, and as you get to know the other person, oftentimes your person of interest will change. Most of the time they change for the better. Because that love is deepening, they want to make you happier, so they will change. That does happen. But the change is not all of a sudden. It's in small increments, very small steps. Because they want to make you happy, they'll try to adjust a few things here and there. So that does happen. It's not as if what you see right now is the same person that's going to be 10 years from now. It's not the same person. Here we have, first card's the strongest. No need to worry. All right. All of us can breathe now. There's no need to worry. Oh my God, look at compromise. I didn't even notice it when it came out. Okay. All right. So the judges are in. Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel are saying compromise is needed in this connection. It's not going to be just one-sided. Even they don't like that. It has to be an equal give and take. The ratio I've seen is usually 40-60. 50-50 is fine. 50% they change, 50% you change. But try not to do it 30%. Only they are changing and 70% you are changing, okay? Try to keep it quantifiable. Try to put a number on it, okay? That way you'll know, and you'll be able to measure yourself in that way too. Here we have compromise as an option. You need to compromise, and the only way this specific connection is going to work, Pisces, is if there is a compromise in this connection. Like I said, 40-60 is good enough. Then we have here, be assertive. Right after compromise, we have be assertive. These go beautifully hand in hand. Absolutely wonderful. Be assertive, meaning when you come to that compromise, you have to compromise, but also let them know by being assertive what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with. What are your healthy boundaries? You have to make some boundaries so that they have that level of respect for you. Now, these boundaries, you have a star card right there. Star card? What the heck is a star card? Yeah, that is the other star card. No, what I meant to say, you have a star on this card. And this almost seems to be like an asterisk, kind of like a highlight. Okay? The highlight is you have been bending over backwards, walking on eggshells, afraid to say certain things in this connection because you are afraid it's going to break. Okay? What they're telling you here, if there is a compromise, then you're good to go. If there's not, it's not really going to work out. Okay? But if there is a compromise, you also have to then take advantage of the situation and be assertive about certain things in this connection. In the meantime, they're also telling you to get more information. That could be regarding how to handle tough families, tough situations, how to deal with conflict. It could be any topic, about a general topic, about relationships, about how to communicate. It could be anything. But the reason why get more information came up is because there's a lack of information right now that you are unaware of. You don't know something, and eventually one day when you get it, it'll just poof, it'll just make sense to you, an epiphany. It'll be like, oh yeah, I never thought about it that way. So it is important for you to get more information when it also comes to self-esteem issues, to having that confidence, to being assertive, how to talk, when to talk, why to talk, right? All the W's, right? We have here, look for a sign. So it's interesting, this card, I don't know what's going on, but there may be, it's so funny what I'm seeing right now. What I'm seeing is an overstock of text messages. And for some reason, these messages are being scheduled to be sent out at the same time. What I was going to say is that I've seen this card, look for a sign, many times in all of the other readings that I've done. And it never has shown up this much. But now what I'm seeing is a vision of messages that have been kind of put in a bank, and not an actual bank where you have money, but like they're just kind of stored somewhere together. And then there's a schedule that on this day, boom, 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 all of these messages are going to go out to certain people. So I guess that's what's happening. I guess that's the way this is working. That there is a time in our particular galaxy right now where certain things are going to happen at a certain time and everything's being aligned. And so eventually things are going to be sent out. All those messages are going to start coming. So very interesting. This is the only reading that I had done where I've actually seen something like that. Or have done. So there are going to be certain signs and synchronicities. This could be colors, this could be numbers, this could be repetitive patterns and things that you see. But the only reason it's a pattern is because that is also the universe's way. And when I say universe, it is the holy light of God that controls all of this. And it's through him the angels and the celestial beings do work to give us those messages. Some of them will be coming to us intuitively, but others of them we have to just kind of keep an eye out for them. Don't go looking for them. They will come to you. And they will make sense. Don't stop. Don't stop giving and receiving love. Keep that positive energy flowing. We have here remain positive, because it has been a very negative situation, and they're saying here there's no need to worry. When you're doing this, be assertive, okay? Use the I method. I believe, ... I think, ... I feel, ... Use that method because it's less aggressive, and it'll also get your point across. Okay? We also have here peaceful resolution. The overall arching theme. Oh my heavens, has this connection ever had a lot of conflict? Good Lord, it does. It is the overall arching theme. Thank God. There's going to be, hallelujah, a peaceful resolution in this connection, in this situationship, whatever the both of you have going on. There's going to be a peaceful resolution, thank God, and that needs to happen, because only then will some of you start to feel less worried, and that anxiety is going to go away. I wanted to just quickly talk about the Remain Positive card, and when this card comes up, it does talk to me about how the worry and how the lack of being positive, it actually does create negative energies. And I said, I think before, yes, I did. I actually have packages. So one is called the Chakra Checkup package, and the other is called the Holy Light package. Also, you can get the Water Wellness package with the Holy Light package. But these packages, one is a personalized reading that I tell you what I see, how many I see, and where I see them. And then also the other one is a self-help guide. So this is for all the negative energies. So it's important to remain positive. How do you remain positive in an environment that is so damn negative? You can try, but even if you try, sometimes things don't work out the way that you want them to. Sometimes what ends up happening is that as much as we try, it turns out that it backfires on us. And we get back into that state of negative feelings because we have somebody who is very negative in our life, like power. Somebody who's very powerful, somebody who's controlling. So do have a look on my website for those packages that help you get rid of negative energies. This will get rid of the negative energies that are in your home, around your aura, that are hovering around you, and inside of your body, which is your chakra centers, those energy centers. And if you want to learn more about these things too, on my other channel, and you can see the link below on Asnointia Audio, that's on YouTube. Those videos are absolutely free. Have a look at the video that I upload. It's the second last current one, or the second last recent one. It is called What and Who Are Negative Energies? It talks about jinns, demons, evil spirits. And it gives you a better understanding as to what these things are and why it's important to get rid of them. The issue here with the Remain Positive is some of you may want to, but the energy around you is so negative that even if you want to manifest something, nothing happens. Why? The secret behind that is because you have negative energies that are blocking you. So how about we get rid of those negative energies from your path, and then the path is absolutely clear, then you can manifest whatever it is that you want. Anything that is owed to you karmically, anything that is written in your book of life will happen. It'll come to you. But it can only come to you if you do get rid of those negative energies. All right. Thank you so much, Pisces, for tuning in. Your reading through this entire upload, your reading has been by far the most intense reading, very emotional, very charged. I hope you guys are able to make it through. It's going to be okay. Believe in yourself. Be assertive. Come to a compromise if you feel comfortable. And stop worrying about what other people think. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. And I will see you guys again. Bye now.